Howdy, everyone. How are you all doing this evening? I hope you're doing well. If you are watching this on the replay, let me know in the comments below, rewatch party or replay party. But before we get started, do let me know that you can hear me fine. Let me know if you can see me fine, all that jazz. Very bright this evening. I've got the light in front of me, and you can even see my tan line from my running headband. But appreciate you all being here. Just starting to see who's in the chat. Looks like we've got 5 or 6 folks. We've got books along with stuff. Really do appreciate you being here. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you're getting some listings done, mate. I know last time you said I was a distraction, but hopefully I can just be that background noise to help you as you progress with your listings. I hope you're doing well, mate. If you are new here, tonight's stream is all about progress updates. So at the start of the year, I took a chance on myself, decided to, invest my time in seeing what I could do if I spent my time working on my passions, my goals and dreams and all that jazz. And we're going to be giving updates on YouTube, updates on my reselling business, updates on my podcast, updates and a lot of little goals and things in between. And we're also going to open up some Pokemon cards as well tonight, just for some fun. Don't have any celebrations, but there is Pokemon cards, so not to worry. There will be some fun tonight as well. So, hey, mate, appreciate you being here, mate. Yeah, I'm a happy fella. I'm a happy man, but always appreciate you being in the comments, man. Thank you so much. Ethan, good to see you, mate. No beanie tonight. It's a bit too warm, actually. I've been realizing that now that the weather's starting to take a turn, wearing the beanie too much, I get way too hot, and it's still quite humid. So here in Melbourne, it's been very humid today. It is raining. You might be able to hear it in the background, but it's been too hot for a beanie. So got their hair tied back today. Kiss Selling, how you doing, mate? Really appreciate you being here. Cool. We've got 7 or 8 folks here. This is awesome. We're going to jump straight into it, guys. I want to give plenty of time for questions and answers, and then I want to give some time for some Pokemon cards as well. I'll just do a quick little flash here. We do have the cards here on the side, so let's get into it. And of course, if you do have questions, if you anything, whatever, just drop it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer it. And open book about this kind of stuff. So let's do this. I hope you're all doing well as well, just while I get this set up. It's good to hear that I think everywhere in Australia now, everyone is out of lockdown, if I'm correct, which means we should all be feeling on the same level of playing field in terms of freedom. But it's exciting times to finally be able to put some things behind us. Okay, so we're going to touch on YouTube first. And YouTube has been one of the big goals for this year. I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers, which we hit on the 11th of July. And then the goal was to get monetization. And we got that on the 29th of September, I think it was. And it's been interesting because this is the first entire month of actually being able to give build a baseline of what revenue I could earn from that. So we're going to touch on that. You can already see it on screen, but this month, the views, actually everything has been down for this month. I think it is a lot because of the content I'm creating. I'm trialing, I'm experimenting. It's very routine, very consistent, but I haven't had anything really fresh just because, well, I haven't been able to go out and do some vlogs. Just been trying to provide little snippets of here and there, but that's all right. I'll keep charging on, and I do the content based on what I enjoy to do as well. So views have come down this month. We're down by about 9% compared to last month, and last month was also down. So yeah, it's a bit interesting. Hours are down, subscribers are down. Actually, no, subscribers are up by 17%. That's interesting. But revenue, this is the good one. I mean, we're up by basically greater than 999%. So for those that don't know, once you hit 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers, I'm eligible to earn revenue from YouTube. And this month, for 31 days, I have earned $44, which is pretty cool for the first month of doing YouTube from a monetization side of things. So anyone that watches my videos, it's a big thank you. And obviously this isn't here to make me hit millions, but it's there just to see what else I can invest it back into, whether it's the channel or just to help myself grow, whether it's Pokemon cards and things like that. But the intent is to really invest it back and to make the channel a bit better, and whether that's with equipment and things as well. So it's been an interesting month. Top videos for this month has been interesting as well. Melbourne Marathon being the #1 video, and I think it's been my #1 video every month for this entire year. And it's also because the Melbourne Marathon is coming up in a couple of weeks, so that's why it's trending. as my top video for this period. And then the rest of it's basically reselling, still getting some Garmin videos topping off the on the list here, which is interesting, and half marathon as well. So it's very interesting to see this. I like to reflect, and I haven't looked at these numbers yet. So it's always encouraging to look back and have a look. What I am going to jump over straight over to the estimated revenue. So you can see when I do certain videos, some have higher value in terms of dollars coming through. Obviously, sometimes when you get a super chat, or if someone gives me a little donation in the live chats, that's where I get the peaks here, $7, $7. So a big thank you to everyone. So that's been encouraging to see coming through as well. Just check on some of these comments. Selling, congrats, mate. Great milestones. Watching you hit your targets has been a pleasure. Thanks so much, man. It's very enjoyable and very fun to do this. And you know, that's the purpose of it, right? Is to see how far I can go. Could I have done further? Maybe. I have no idea. But if I didn't start, I was never going to know anyway. So I'm very happy where I am, and I appreciate everyone being in this community, helping me achieve this, and being here to follow the journey. It makes me so encouraged, and yeah, it's just nice. Thank you so much. And I said to say revenue column doesn't matter if it's not much. It's just, yeah, that's right. And I'm going to touch on that shortly about, how I've been tracking it and things like that. So at the moment it is, only, it's basically about, well, actually, if I jump over to here, it works out to be about, you can see behind the scenes of how I'm tracking things here. I haven't zoomed in, but on average, I'm doing about $1.30 per day. So, it's just popped up on screen. You guys probably can't see it that well because I was zoomed in on the screen, but I just had a donation come in from 2 Aussie Thrifters. So thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Just making sure it works. Way to jump on stream. Appreciate it so much. Thanks, mate. Thanks. Yeah. Look, onwards and upwards. That's it. We keep charging forward towards our goals. You've put me off topic now there, 2 Aussie Thrifters. Thank you. I appreciate you guys doing that. Every journey starts with a single step. The first step as a runner. Yep, trust me. That's right. And if you don't start, you're not going to know. And that's the perspective I kind of want to just quickly flash back here is if I zoom in and show you, I do this manually just because I like to do it every night before I go to bed. But essentially, I'm basically earning on average about $1.30 per day. It's about a couple of days behind in tracking just because that's how long it takes to come through. But when you think about it, I wasn't earning $1.30 before, I hit monetization, and now I am. And it's an extra $1.30 per day, every day, potentially for the next rest of my life, which it only gets bigger and better. And it's just something to be able to reflect and use as a baseline. And then I'm excited to see that grow and see where that can go over the time. So it's very exciting. Hey, how you doing, Captain? Appreciate you being here. How does the donation work, by the way? Okay, so not that I want you to go do it, but if you want to, there is you'll see a little dollar sign in the chat box in the live chat. If you press on that, you can click on super sticker or super chat, and basically that goes into my own revenue. So where you see on screen where it says estimated revenue, in my last live stream, I got $7. I think that was from Ethan. He just donated $7 just to support me. It's just a tip, basically, just to say thank you, or you can do it for whatever reason, really. And then that will come through after tax and after fees that YouTube takes. That would eventually eventuate to myself. But I haven't actually had a payout from YouTube yet. I don't think I get paid out till $100. So that's really how it works. That's tax deductible, right? Only for declaring it or your revenue as well, maybe. Yeah, so this, I'll be declaring this, but if you're giving it a donate, I won't even go down that one. But if anyone doesn't know, Ethan is Ethan is the accountant in the chat, so that's why he's calling him out. Work expense. I'm getting off topic. All right, so it's been an interesting month. Let's just dive into the deeper stats. So reach impressions have gone up. Click-through has gone down. Now, I haven't got it here in front of me, but I have been tracking behind the scenes my videos and basically tracking click-through rate, watch view duration, and percentage watch for each of my videos across all my categories of reselling, running, and Pokemon Fund, and using that to see which videos are working better. I don't know if people notice this, but every video I am trying to do few different things, quick little changes, noises, sounds, and just upping my editing skills, I guess. And I feel like some of that is working, and I'm going to do a probably in the next month, I'll do a bit more of a deep dive into that to share. So, yeah. Oh, I just had to say, oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you. There we go. I appreciate that greatly. Thanks, mate. There you go. So now you know how it works. Super sticker. So the super stickers, I think, are just more of a way to celebrate or a way to just do something fun. And then if you use the other one, you can actually put a chat in there and it will bump up in front of everyone as well. Oops. Many work expenses surely coughing the see through funds. Ethan, yeah, for resellers. That's it. He is. Had to go with the video game. Appreciate it, mate. So much goes into all that edit crazy. It does. And to be honest, so for instance, my reselling video that I do weekly, the week 41, week 42, that takes me roughly, I'll film that Monday morning, probably takes a good 30 minutes to film. Editing could take up to 2 hours, sometimes less. So it's probably really about a 3-hour round trip when you think about after doing the thumbnails and things like that. So it's a full shebang. Going to give text advice on you. Loving the conversation in the chat, guys. Yeah, so look, this month has been down, and I haven't actually gone out done a thrift video yet, but hopefully I'll be getting one of those out soon, and we'll have some more fresh content that you'll be able to see. What else do I want to see here? So traffic is coming from Google search, which is very interesting. Not sure why that's doing that. There we go. Traffic is coming from Google search, 34% for October, which is incredible. And just once again, YouTube search is all to do with running. So my running content is still holding its grounds, especially my older stuff. So it's very encouraging to see. It's still surprising to see that. I'm still waiting to see my reselling content to be in the top proportion of my traffic. Still going to take a while because I've got plenty of people that I'm behind and chasing in terms of quality content. But always learning from them. Engagement, view duration is down. I've noticed that people don't like watching my Pokemon fun videos. Well, not as long anyway, which is interesting. But it is what it is. But these stats here tell me, key moments in the audience retention, which videos have been working well. And there's videos in here. So how I profit more and lower costs, that had an average percentage view of 57.5%. And 78% was still watching at 30 seconds. Life lessons, which was also in October, very strong one. So those are the type of analytics I've been looking at to see what's working, where people are dropping off, and how long are they sticking around for. Audience, everything's down except for subscribers are slightly up, which is encouraging. That's good. Not really too much to go through here. I've got people watching from different countries, which is encouraging too. And then the revenue one, which I don't really have enough information on all this yet to be able to give advice or share, but full transparency once again. So that is YouTube. YouTube has it's been a challenge, and I think just like a lot of things that we do when it comes to social media and social scene is the vanity metrics. They can be a bit of a brain killer. And of recent, seeing the things going down, it's not really encouraging. But at the same time, I enjoy doing what I'm doing and being able to see my content be a little bit better each week, whether, this is top 1 out of the last 10 videos or top 2 out of the last 10 videos. To me, that's all I care about, is making sure that people are wanting to watch it longer. It's not about views. At the end of the day, I want to build you guys as a community, a strong community, and understand that you're enjoying the content I'm putting out. So if you're watching it longer, that tells me you're enjoying it. So that's really the YouTube world for October. It's been a beast of a month. We're at 1,092 subscribers at the moment. So that's real time, which is encouraging. Yeah, so that's YouTube. Any questions on YouTube before I jump over to some other stuff? Referencing, holding the... Yeah. Yeah. Look, the YouTube one, the Pokemon one is an interesting one because I'm not there to try and, bring in an audience of watch me as a Pokemon channel. I'm more just documenting a series. And that probably does hurt me a little bit because I'm not there to build out a community of Pokemon people. I'm there to show, hey, I like Pokemon and this is what I'm doing, and having a bit of fun. I'm loving it. And I know a lot of you guys that have joined my live streams love it too. So at the end of the day, it's not about quantity, it's over quality of those conversations. And I enjoy those conversations and live streams so much. With Pokemon, it's tough audience. Yeah, it is too. It's a very, very tough audience. I'm learning that, but hey, it's all fun. I mean, I'm still going to open up the packs regardless, right? All right, let's jump over to the reselling world. And I've just released my my October video of how I went. And if you haven't watched that yet, I'll spoiler alert. But October was pretty good. Like I'll scroll down and you can have a look here. Let me zoom in a bit more. Okay, so October we did about $4,157, which was great. It was up from September. September was a struggle, just mentally with the grind. It was good to come out a little stronger at the end of October. High profit margin as well, around 63.6%. So, profit was good in that sense. And it's been great to be able to source differently, push myself to get some freebies, work with some different people to get some opportunities, people moving, get stuff that they're throwing out. And just at the end of October, which is now for November numbers, is getting that video game lot, which has been a totally humbling experience and just overwhelming in so many ways. And I'm loving that already. Actually, it's proving to already give some great results. But I'll just jump back up. So at the moment, average sale price, this is whole of life. Whole of life, meaning from the start of January, my ASP is 31, which it was starting to trend down. And hopefully now this month we'll start to see it trend up. Average profit, because I'm about a 54% margin. I'm just getting about $16 per sale, which is good into my pocket. Average postage cost out of my pocket is around $4. Average cost of good at the moment is around $2.78. Average cycle term is 37 days. So it'd be good to get that down to a month. I think being able to move things on a monthly basis will be pretty good. Not quite there yet, but if you see here, it was around, this is starting to come down. It's starting to trend slowly down, as you can see. That's the moving graph. Yes, it was the third best month, so I can't really complain. And hi, Anna, really appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Daily listings moving average. And this is one which, now that I've learned so much of me doing 15 listings per day, so my average listing per day at the moment, well, whole of life is about 9. But that's because back in the day, when I first started, I was only doing about 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. I was only doing 3, 4, 5 a day. Now I'm doing on average, well, I'm doing 15, but it's made my average come up to around 8.9. So as you can see, I've literally doubled up my average in the last 4 months. So 4 or 5 months. So it's been pretty good. Here's the $100,000 revenue update. We're at 38,000, which is still a big number. Can't complain with this at all. And profits are great. I mean, we've hit 20 grand profit, and margin is continuing to grow. If we look here, daily revenue, once again, as you can see, the roller coaster ride, and this is what I always talk about, the roller coaster ride is real, right? And this proves it, right? And I actually had my best day yesterday. You can't even see it. It's above the graph here. I can actually edit this real time, because I think I hit, it was an $800 day. Yeah, it was. It was just $773 day yesterday, my biggest day ever, which I'll be talking about in my next video. But that's from the video games, which has been incredible. So once again, they can't sell if they're not listed. What else do I want to say here? So margin, because I have been in lockdown, I haven't been sourcing from op shops. Op shops prices, you're not getting things at 50 cents. You're getting things at $4, $5, $6. Which this has proven me that I've had to, get things from a different perspective, get things from different avenues. And it's enabled me to increase my profit margin. And obviously November being a big one because we're so early into it, but October, September, I've been able to grow that consistently, and keep it consistent, which is encouraging. Listed items versus daily items. You can see here when I was doing 3 to 5 per day, how many sales I was getting. Now I'm doing 15 listings per day and I'm getting double the amount of sales. I'm getting that between that 5 and 8 sales per day. It's very, very evident. Sales today, I've done 6, revenue 161. My average daily sale revenue at the moment is $128. I've got a little forecast one here, my forecast for November based off current numbers. This is using 3 months worth of data plus the current ASP of this month. It already happening. It's suggesting I'll get hit 5.8. If I was to actually just take the running numbers of my current ASP for this month, it would actually be about 10 grand, but I'm doing it a more conservative view so I don't get overwhelmed with thinking of what it should be. Otherwise, I'll lose the boat there. Just take a break and see what we've got here. How is the postage cost? Is it typically compared due to lockdown? Look, the postage cost has been good, and I do majority, probably 80% of my items, I'm having the buyer pay for postage. So the cost that gets passed to me is a little bit in fees because of the total sale price, and then what I'm having to pay out of my own pocket. But a lot of it, I'm pricing, so I'm actually getting $1 to $2 back from postage discounts. So when someone's paying $9.30 postage, I'm only paying $7. So I'm getting about a $2 return, right? Which is covering that fee that I end up having to pay. So it nets it, or actually I end up with a bit more milk in my side. But look, with the DVDs, I'm doing free postage in a mailer and untracked. So it's just stamp costs. I don't put that as a cost in this view. That's in a cost in my business view because I buy stamps in bulk, and then it's just, I might buy stamps this month and not end up using them till next month. So it's a cost that doesn't go to the per item, but as a whole of life. And if you watch my latest video, actually in there I walk you through my accounting view and showing that, even though last month, October, I hit 63% margin, my actual margin for that month was actually minus 3%. The reason why is because at the end of the month, I paid up big dollars, basically all my profit, to purchase the big video game lot, which means now going into the next months, I'll have that opportunity to have higher profits, but higher margins. So that's something you need to take into account. There's the two views here, and that's very, very transparent in my monthly videos. Thank you. Hey, Jake, appreciate you being here. Thank you. Hassan, appreciate you being here. Just catching up with all the comments. It's easy to get disappointed if it's not the best month, but when you look at being on your top few months, that's positive. That's right. It's perspective, right? And it's 100% correct, Ethan. Like, and to Aussie Thrifters, like last month was actually my third top month, and profit was still very, very good as well. So perspective, it's something really important to take into mind. Consistency, it is paying off 100%. No tracking on the DVDs. So if I was doing tracking on DVDs, the green envelope, but that's costing me $5 a pop. If the DVD is $10, I've paid $1 for the DVD. It's just not worth it. So now that I'm doing the DVDs, I can put them at $10 and free postage, untracked, and I've put very clearly in how long that will take. And it's saving me, basically, rather than spending $5 after postage and after the bags, I'm only spending about $2.50. So I'm getting back $2.50 into my pocket, which if I'm sending, I think last month, I don't know if I've got it here. I think I do. You're seeing behind the scenes. So last month I sold 64 DVDs. So, if I didn't have to pay postage on that and I'm saving $2.40, that's an extra $120 into my pocket. So that's why it's super important to understand where the numbers and where you're bleeding. Can I ask, why are you tracking average postage cost? What is the goal? I personally wouldn't track it. 773 in one day that year. Good question, mate. So the reason why is when I first started, I wasn't using discounts. I was paying for postage myself. I was doing free postage, and I was using that to understand what is my average items and my average cost, meaning, the postage. So when I was in op shops, I was able to say, okay, that's going to cost me $7 to send or $8 to send. I can then do a quick math in my head and figure, well, okay, I'm buying it for $2. I can sell it for $20. Postage is going to be $9. Is it worth my time? Probably not. If I'm buying it for $2, postage is $9. and I'm selling it for $60, it's well worth my time. So that's how I was doing it. Now, yeah, you're right. It's kind of redundant because I'm getting them to pay for it. But it's just stayed there. It stayed there. And it is something I think people need to understand that cost, because if you don't, if you're not, depending on your model, then yeah, you could be just paying out the postage cost and not realizing it's actually bleeding. Or you can also use it to help yourself save, right? Like I said, the tracking on DVDs was costing me double what it's costing me now, and it's been fine. If it's over $20 a DVD, I will send it tracked. I also give the option for people to pay for tracking if they want to. Yeah, okay. Hope that answers that question. I'm happy just when I make a sale, but trying to list a lot more. Yeah, and look, dude, I think, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting things up, things that are roughly going to sell. Like I've put up a lot of stuff which they just get listings up, and they're not things that I'm expecting to sell in 10, 20, 30 days. But sometimes you do need to just feed the algorithm. But I would also suggest is keep the consistency and keep it strong, and then go back and also do some relistings as well of items in the past. I've just gone through and did a big relist of all my toys and gift kind of things for Christmas, so that way they're getting jumped back up, and I've sold a couple already. Excellent. I'll try that. I've been putting tracking and everything. Yeah, look, and a lot of people will say, if you put it in there and you say, look, we'll be sent like this way, and you say that it's with tracking, with a bubble mailer or untracked, people don't mind. And if it's under $20, at the end of the day, people, if they complain about it and it gets lost, it's $20. And it's hasn't actually happened to me yet. It possibly will soon. But I think we're more scared that it's going to happen, but the chances of it actually happening actually outweigh than it actually really happening. So you end up saving a lot more. Do you find you well more of offering per piece? Yeah, so I did a video on this, and I used my data for 3 months or 6 months. So I did 6 months worth of data, and I worked out that when I did my free postage, it was good, but I was finding people were making me offers. I was accepting them, not keeping in mind the postage cost, and I wasn't having the band. I'm on band 4 or 5 now, so I get pretty good discounts. And I wasn't taking that into account. Whereas now I can list something at $29, knowing it's worth $25, and say $9 postage. Now, most of the time, people will think, okay, yeah, I'm willing to pay $9 for this item because they know the value of it, but they don't want to pay $29, so they'll offer me $25 for it, and I'm willing to accept it because I've already baked it in. Other times, sometimes I'll put it at $29, knowing it's worth $20, and then have postage at $9. So then what I do is I offer it to them for $20. They're only paying $29. They feel like they're saving $9. They've paid the postage. I'm coming out with the $20, and then all I'm getting is a bit of discount back from the postage, and I just got to pay fees. So that's my mentality of how I'm processing it, but different items work differently, and people's psychology on that. Only real advantage of free posts of hitting eBay Plus metrics personally. Yeah, that's true. And I'm not really aiming for eBay Plus at this point. Oh yeah, one thing I haven't actually said here is my average fees at the moment are quite high, 16.25%. And that's because promoted listings as well. So this has gone up by about 2% over the last 3-4 months. So something I'm trying to work out how I can bring that down, because it's quite a lot, 16%. When you're taking that out of a big month, it's crazy. Just going through all these. This is great. This is a great conversation, guys. Just catching up. Yep, never had it. Less in transit happen. I need to take tracking up. Yeah, I think so. And I was scared to do it, and now I'm dabbling in it more, and the confidence is coming up. So, if you are using bubble mailers, make sure I've just been sticky taping down the stamps and also sticking down the seal, just to make sure nothing can move and shuffle and get stuck when it going through that envelope, especially DVDs because they fit for the envelope one, right? So when doing my numbers, I do purchase price for bulk deals instead of cost of goods. So I know what's coming in and out. Is a big difference. Okay, so look, actually that's true. So my cost of goods here is actually purchase price for bulk deals. So probably bad terminology. I'm only using cost of goods sold when it comes to my accounting time. That's just the terminology I've used here. But when I say up here where it says average cost of goods, I actually mean my average price per item. My cost price of an item that I've sold. So, for instance, that includes everything from DVDs that I've paid 36 cents from books that I've paid $3 for video games that, or things that I've paid $5, $10, $15 for. So it's just terminology. But yeah, so when I get my, well, actually, I can just show you. I won't go into too much detail here, but this is my accounting view. So when I source something, I put it in here, and I can see that I spent. Hang on, where is it? Yeah, here. So I purchased something. Deceased estate, 824 items. $300 worked out to 36 cents each. And when I put them into my tracking sheet, I know that my cost of that item was 36 cents, but it's done at a bulk level. And then they're tracked based on this in my running sheet. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Sneaky. Any thoughts on benefits of promoted listings? Look, promoted listings have been good. It's been the best thing. And I took that advice off the two Aussie thrifters. Adding the promoted listings has bumped up my look. I don't know if I've got it evident here, but I probably added, and two Aussie thrifters, you might remember this. I think I added promoted listings around middle of July, and look, it has helped keep it's helped keep the consistency with the daily listings, and that's why my fees are up. So it is enabling me to get better sales, but I haven't gone through and done the data. I think the two Aussie thrifters have done some deeper detail dives into that and can clarify it for you. These metrics are so good. I do this type of stuff in my day job, and it's amazing how many large businesses don't even track finance. Yeah, dude. This is what I used to do for my full-time job as well, project management, and I love these numbers. And not everyone needs them, but it helps you understand where things are working and not. And I change this all the time, working out what's relevant, what's not. And, my next goal is to continue to bring down bottom line costs so I can increase my profits to my pocket. Because at the end of the day, my goal is to pay my bills, save, and invest. That's really what I need this to do for me. I have been doing 2% on everything. Yeah, so I've been doing recommended promoted percentage, but capping it between 7 and 9%. Okay, got you. Makes sense. Just when I do monthly numbers, I had the full purchase price of the bulk as a cost rather than the cost of goods. Yeah. Look, I would say speak to your accountant on this on the best way. Every accountant will track it or advise you differently, and it's also depending on how you're tracking it as a whole. Good person to chat to is Ethan Rushok. He can help you out. No pressure, Ethan. Okay, that's eBay, guys. So eBay's going really good. Yeah, I don't want to reveal too much here on the bulk lot, the video game, because I want to use that for the video. So, but it's going really, really well, and I'm very blessed by that. I like, yeah, I'm very, very humbled, and it's yes. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about what's next. We'll touch on the running, and then we'll touch on the goals in general that I have. So running, October was a low. It was a somewhat lower month. I got my first vaccination in October, which meant I had to take a bit of downtime. Our training plan for the 50K got pushed out. I mean, our event got pushed out, which needed to take a few, I guess, weeks off with some lower weeks, which we did. So basically, we dropped down in week 19, 2021, and then we're starting to ramp back up this week. Actually, today I just got my second dose, so I'm expecting tomorrow. Like my arm is starting to get stiff now. That tomorrow I'll probably be a bit off the rails, which means I probably won't be running as much this week as well. But that's okay. It's all good. So coming back to what was I saying? Coming back to my running goals for 2021. Run the 50K, which is now on the 4th of December. Then there's the goal to run. I've got 2,000 kilometers, and at the moment I'm sitting at 1,600. So I've got 400K to go in 2 months. It's very, very tough. I'm actually a little behind. I'm about 75K behind on my average per day. which is not good. Just checking that everything's working here. Cool. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. I'll keep charging forward. And the other goal was to do one half marathon every month for 2021. So October, I did 16 runs, 149 kilometers. We've averaged 9.3, did my half marathon number 10. Average pace was 7:06. The half marathon for this month was actually my best half marathon for the entire year. 2 hours and 14 minutes, 6:22 pace. Yeah, pretty solid stuff. That wasn't intentful. I mean, I wanted to push it, but I didn't realize it was my best. So very, very happy with this. Average half marathon for this year is 2 hours and 26 minutes. My best time ever, though, is 2 hours and 4 minutes. Yeah, cool. So just looking for the comments, see if there's anything popping up. But yeah, that's the running. It is what it is. The 50K has been a great challenge, and we're finally back out to the trails because obviously we're out of lockdown, which has been great to be able to hit some of those trails. It's also been a wake-up call because I've been feeling a few things in a few spots, but we need that for the trail run that's coming up, the ultra, because that's going to be a challenge, but we will get it done. All right, just see what's happening in the chat. It's all happening around promoted listings. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Thanks, man. Look, at the end of the day, I know the 50K is going to be a beast. It's going to be a challenge. Taking into consideration everything that's happened this year as well with training and potentially overtraining and things like that. Race pace is probably going to be between that 7:30 and 8:30 pace. Expecting it to do it in about 8 hours. That's the goal plan. But at the end of the day, there's no cutoff. And going in with this with the expectation to finish is key number one, because it's the same mentality when I did my first marathon. Well, sorry, I didn't have that. I wanted to go in to beat Carla's PB. And I didn't, I missed it by about 20 minutes. And I even missed it in my second one, but I did a bit better than the first one. So going in this to finish it, get it done, enjoy it, and just conquer an ultra, that in itself is an accomplishment. I had heel pain. That was an odd sensation. Yeah. So that could be a bunch of different things. I'm no expert when it comes to it, but making sure your shoes are right, making sure you're doing some stretching and post recovery as well, getting into some of those routines, and building those habits as early as possible is key, because it took me 3 years to put some of those into place, and it meant sometimes I had some injuries. 8 hours will be an excellent time. Yeah, I think it'll be great. And it's a beautiful course down there at Torquay. So I think it'll be a great little adventure. Okay, dokie. Let's jump over to all my goals for this year. Let me zoom out a little bit just so it's not so... You probably can't see it all that well, but so podcast goals. I wanted to have 11 guests this year. Because I started in Feb, basically a guest per month. I've at 21 guests, and that's 21 different guests. So smashing that. Downloads, wanted to hit 1,000, sitting at 1,200 at the moment. Podcast fans, this one is a bit of a challenge, actually. So this I'm basing off people that are followers on Spotify, because that's my most listened platform. Sitting at 67 at the moment. Mailing list, my newsletter. If you're interested in signing up, you can just go to clfurlong.com. You can sign up there. To get 250 fans. Now, I started this goal later, but it is what it is, 71, which is still pretty good. Books, I need to read one more book to hit my 12 books goal, and 3 video games, which was Star Wars Fallen Jedi Order, Two Happy Gamers. I got it from Two Happy Gamers. It Takes Two. They recommended it for me, actually. That was the second game. And the third game that I bet was Mario Odyssey on Switch. So otherwise, I've just been playing RuneScape when I've had time. Do want to play some more games. Another goal was hit 1,000 subs for YouTube, which we did. I want to hit $500 in revenue by the end of the year from YouTube. Probably going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll see. We'll keep charging. And the other one was, and I always have to put this disclaimer, is my share portfolio was to grow it to 400,000. And this share portfolio, the disclaimer is this is not from one year. This has been over, well, it'll be by the end of this year, it'll be nearly 8-9 years of growth. But the intent was to grow it this year to a certain number. And we're almost there. We are so close. And that's just been, once again, very consistent. In every month I do investing. I put in usually around $1,000 into some investments, and stocks that I've been holding for 8 years have continued to grow and grow and grow. But it's that consistency over a long period of time that helps. So I want to be very clear on that. And I encourage anyone, if you want to invest, start now, because the longer you have it in the market, the better. And the consistency you can do in the market is better. I can't give you the best things to purchase, because I've gone in with my own research and figured this has worked. Some of it I've took gambles on, and things have worked out well. So it's just time in the market, consistency, and learning as you go. I actually do have Doggy Coin. I've got about $500 worth, and I've got $1,000 of Ethereum and $500 worth of Bitcoin. That's the investment amount. It's worth a lot more than that now, and that's part of this share portfolio. It's probably only worth about, to be honest, probably $6,000 of that total amount there. So it's not really a lot, but I just put in a little bit to play, to test it, and I figured, well, long-term goals, see what happens, right? Thank you, Hassan. Appreciate it. I actually made a bit on SHIB. I can't believe it. Seriously. Yeah, SHIB has blown up, right? Like, I mean, and that's the thing. I figured I should just put a little bit of money here and there that I'm willing to lose, right? And see what happens, because I'm playing long game. And if it blows up like SHIB has and other ones, then happy days. Yeah, so look, things are going really, really good. I can't complain at all. Yeah, so that's really everything. I want to open up some Pokemon cards in a second, but if there's any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. I think we've touched on, I think, the running, reselling, goals in general. I'm already starting to plan for my goals for next year. So just in the back of my mind, what I want to do, I do have an exciting thing, little side project that I'm working on that will be announced this year, but it'll probably launch early next year. So always doing and trying new things. But yeah, that's really the main updates for this month. It's been pretty crazy month. I'm keen to open some Pokemon cards if anyone else is. But if you've got questions while I'm opening Pokemon cards, more than happy to answer as well. So let's do that. I'll turn this around, and it's good to switch around. Good grief. I'm going to shuffle a few things so I can see a bit better. Now, before we start, I had a couple of deliveries come through. I've got for my celebrations, Don fan. So I didn't finish the celebrations. Why isn't this? There we go. I didn't finish the celebrations set, but I did manage to get a few more cards that I didn't have yet. Imposter Professor Oak and what's this guy? Don fan. So I got them out off from House of Cards, and yeah, anyway, so I got them off eBay, and I'll probably be buying the others. These are a couple of other cards that I've been able to pick up as well, which are part of my chase list on my Pokemon fund. So more details on that to come later. But let's open up some Pokemon cards. So Chilling Rain, got a couple here. We'll see how we go. I'm hoping for still want that Blaziken. That's all I want in this pack. That's all I want. But we will see. Hope you've been having a wonderful evening and doing some fun and exciting things. It's now following on Spotify. I didn't realize you had podcasts, so I'll have a listen. Thank you so much, Jake. Really do appreciate it. So furtheryourlifestyle.com. Actually, I'm going to quickly flash it up on screen right here. Go check it out. I mean, every week, every Sunday, 9 a.m. it comes out. And this week, I'm going to hype it up a little bit. I have Matt from Retro Gaming coming on again for his second episode. He's the owner of Retro Gaming, and great conversation. We talk about life lessons from business and how it applies to life. Sorry, lessons from business and how that applies to life. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you. Note there are a few YouTubers in here hovering curious. Do you guys ever share your setups on how you go to air? All show backstory of resale game, but I haven't seen much of the tube stuff. Sorry, no, there are a few YouTubers in here hovering curious. Do you guys ever share your setups on how you go to air? All show backstory of the resale game, but I haven't seen much of the tube stuff. You mean like how we started our YouTube, or the backstory? Like, sorry, I don't. Can you clarify? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I was a bit confused by that queue selling. Energy, Raboot, Porygon, Lucky Energy. That's a good sign. Weedle, Snowrunt, Crabrawler, Slowpoke, Snoover, Reverse Hollow Volcarona. Volcarona. That's an interesting one. And nothing. But I do like this card. I love Ampharos. I've actually started to realize I do like this card a lot. It's always a good thing to understand as I progress through this, the more cards that I enjoy. Yeah, okay. Actually, no, I haven't really shown much. And no, I haven't. I mean, is that something you would enjoy? I'm more than happy to show people. Never really thought about it. Yeah, so I'm using StreamYard, but I'm actually using software behind StreamYard, and that software is Ecamm, and that's what's enabled me to have all the different switching, to go from this, and all these different things, because I'm not using StreamYard for that. I'm just using a different tool behind it and then putting it into StreamYard using. Okay, so based on me saying this, clearly maybe I need to do a video on it. I personally, yeah, interesting. Okay. Good little chat, guys. I'm going to continue on while you guys are chatting in there. So let's do pack number 2, Chilling Rain. See if we can get anything happening. Just move the code card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for anything. Yeah, I'm always intrigued by stuff. It gets slow. Right. Yeah, okay. No, that's cool. More than happy to share. I can do that a bit more. I'll think of something. Fire Energy. Justified Gloves. Some really weird stuff. Coolia, Crushing Gloves, Shuppet, Rockruff, Hatina, Spheo. He's a cutie, isn't he? Cast Form, Reverse Hollow Coolia again, and nothing but a Zangoose. All right, one more Chilling Rain. Can we get anything in this one? Can we get anything? I don't think we are. I just saw the code card. 2, 3, 4. Spoiler alert. But I've been surprised before, so we'll see. Energy. Chest Plate. Peony. Thwacky. Thacky. Blitzel. Cub Food. Shuppet. Score Bunny. Diglett. Lydian. Nothing. Volcarona again. And I've got Evolving Skies here, but there is one more Chilling Rain that I want to open. For some reason, this pack, I accidentally put it aside the other day, and I put it back in today, and I feel like this is the pack I should have opened today, because I feel like there's something in it. So I'm calling something in this pack. I seriously am. I've just got this vibe. I could be wrong, but we will find it. And I think there is. I actually think there is. I'm pretty confident there is. I'm pretty confident. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm calling it. I don't know what it is, but there is something in this pack. Guaranteed. All right. Energy. Haunter. Clara. Flaffy. Vinipede. Snowrun. Weird names. Aaron. I can see it already. Score Bunny. Grookey. Reverse Hollow Weeding Gloves. Here we go, guys. There's something here. I know there is. And, oh, there we go. Just a Galarian Slow King VMAX. Not the most exciting card, but hey, I'll take it. I called it, so happy with that. Happy with that. We're going to open some Evolving Skies now, see what we can hit. I still haven't. Oh, I don't know if I've hit anything Evolving Skies. I think I have actually. But these packs, Evolving Skies, hard to open. Like Vivid Voltage, tough packs to open. All right, code card, move to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Energy, Shelgon, Swoobat, Lombre, Wobbuffet, Hoppip, Swablu, Cryogonal, Zora, Reganorola, and nothing there. I'm just going to check the chat, guys. Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to cameras, so I'm actually using multiple cameras. I've got my Canon D, which is over here on the other one, and that's plugged straight into the computer, and I'm using that to stream. And then I've got the other one for the poke cam. I've got my iPad here, which is what you're seeing under here. And then I've got over here, I have my Logitech HD 1080p. You don't need amazing stuff. You just need lighting, which will help you focusing better. But I mean, I would love to get a 4K camera just to be able to make things a little bit crisper. But work with what you can for the longest amount of time you can, because people aren't just going to watch your content because it necessarily looks better. At the end of the day, it comes down to what you're bringing to the content. But look, there's heaps of ways. I mean, debates around this, but that's my perspective, because I can go spend megabucks on a camera. It's not going to change the content I'm creating. Creating exactly the same content. But also depends on the type of content you're doing. If you're outdoors traveling, a good camera is going to be good. All right, Evolving Skies pack number 2. Let's see what we can hit here. Energy, Stormy Mountains, Boldor, Skiploom, Glossy Flower, Phoebus, Hippopotamus, Lilypup, Nicket. The card's always popping up. Reverse Hollow Scrafty, and nothing. We had him last time when I did Evolving Skies, and we've got one more Evolving Skies. All right. Are we getting anything in this one, guys? Are we calling anything? Anyone want to call anything? It would be nice to get an Eevee evolution. It's been a while. Actually, I haven't even got an Eevee evolution. I've got an Eevee, but not an Eevee evolution. Let's see. And then I'll probably be wrapping up. But if there's any questions before I do wrap up, I'm opening this pack. Any more questions, do chuck it in. And I'm more than happy to continue the conversation before I finish up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. Fire Energy, Crustle, Switching Cups, Elemental Badge, Cryogonal, Nicket, Dweeble, Rufflet, Roggenrola again, Reverse Hollow Cutie Fly, and nothing. But it is the Crazy Frog. You know what? We did 4 Chilling Rain. We will do 4 Evolving Skies. It is only fair. And we'll do this one. So one more pack, guys. One more pack. It's always time for one more pack. Until there isn't, but let's see. Hey, Todd. How you doing, mate? Appreciate you swinging by. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you are having a good day. That's all right. We'll try our luck. One more pack. We got to do it. I don't know if there's anything in this one either, but we gotta hope for it. And then we'll wrap it up. It's been a good hour. Energy, Floaty, Boost Shake. I'm slow burning this one. Shelgon. He turns into a big dragon, actually. Dino. Marip, cute little lamb. Wobbuffet. Love Disc. Dweeble again. Oh, reverse hollow Dweeble. Cheapers. All right, here we go. Here's the big one, guys. Nothing. Appleton. Jeepers. A lot of duds in that one. Oh well, we didn't get anything too exciting, but we did pull this. Not going to complain. I don't think it's worth anything, but it's all part of the process. That is it, folks. That is the stream for this evening. Let me adjust this and do a bit of. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I appreciate every single one of you stopping by, hanging out, and asking questions, having conversation, and I really do. It means the world to me having, I think we maxed out at 15 or 16 people here. Probably good conversation with 6 or 7 of you. So a big cheers, thank you. I'm gonna go rest and take it easy now. I'm getting a bit tired, but no. Any last chances for questions? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up. Let's smash November. I love that idea. That sounds good to me. I think it will be a good month. The video game haul is really starting to pay off already, and it's been exciting. I've just been enjoying it so much already, just learning and checking out video games. Thanks, Kiss Selling. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. I mean, hanging out and just being here for chat. It means the world to me. So thank you. Thank you for everyone that did. Whether you've jumped in, you've lurked, if you jumped in, chatted, jumped in, liked, jumped in, and just hanged around or whatever. Appreciate it very much. You all have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day or wherever you are or whatever you're doing. And we'll see you next time. Oh, quick little question here. Are DVDs big sellers in November? Yes, I think so. People are trying to complete sets. People are trying to, give small gifts to their parents, friends, whoever. Get your DVDs listed. Get them listed. They're just little everyday items that can, especially sealed stuff. People are looking for sealed sets. Get them out there. Make it happen. Thanks for great content, Chris. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate you. You inspire me a lot. Thank you so much with all your comments and wise words. And thanks, man. Really do appreciate it. Bike contest. Thank you. All right, team. That's it. All have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.